Listen in colour.
Hi everyone, welcome to Listen in Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. We've got some more Pink Floyd today, and this is one that I have definitely heard because I'm sure this was on the radio, Top of the Pops, all sorts of things. It was the Christmas #1 the year before I was born, but I've definitely heard this. I think this has had some airplay because perhaps it's a shorter song. I know it's got a children's choir in it, controversially, which we'll talk about later. But this is Another Brick in the Wall. Whoa, that lighting. It's so catchy. It's so good. So I think this is probably one of the only Pink Floyd songs I've ever properly heard before. And this kind of represents the band, but also not. There's a lot of other things that I've heard of theirs which doesn't feel like this at all. And the accent they're singing with is really interesting because they don't normally sing like that. So I thought they were quite a different band than the band that I've now kind of got to know through all of you Pink Floyd fans helping me find my way through their amazing musical journey. I think this song is so good, and this was written in the towards the end of the 70s, where there was still kind of punishment in schools. Like my parents were at school just a bit before then, and there was still caning for students. It was quite, the whole system. I mean, school is kind of still like that, particularly in the UK now, where not the punishment and stuff, but that if you are a brick in the wall, if you're a person who can just do exams, sit quietly in class and copy things out and just regurgitate it in an exam, you'll be fine at school. If you are a creative person, or a person who's better working with their hands or anything like that, or a curious thinker, the school system just doesn't know what to do with you. It doesn't. And I struggled at school with things like maths because I really, really struggled with maths. I just couldn't do it. And I was creative. I was off. My head was writing songs. My brain was doing all kinds of other things. And it was really hard because you just feel like you're stupid all the time because you can't hit these targets that you have to in order to be a normal child. And we still see that nowadays. We're watching that with our children now. And I love that Pink Floyd talked about this then. That is so long ago that they were confident enough to just go, yep, yeah, we disagree with how the education system is, and just making kids just repeat things. It's like mind control, that kind of thing. And then you're just another brick in the wall. That's just so sad that you're just sort of filling in as this kind of standard block into a place where everybody's exactly the same, just that conformity. And I don't know, I love that they were so outspoken then. I don't know if a lot of other bands really said anything like this at this time. Nowadays, people are much more outspoken in music, but to me, this seems like a big statement to make. Let me know if there are other bands at this time saying similar things, because I would love to know about that. If you're enjoying this reaction, please remember to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss one of my videos. You can also catch me over on Patreon, where you can watch all my videos completely ad-free, and there are some special treats for my Patreon pals.
All in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
Oh, it's so good. It's such a good song. I love this. It's an easy one to get into straight away. You don't need to think about it as much. I love a lot of the other Pink Floyd, the much longer songs that really take their time to kind of get into it. I'm really enjoying those. This is a kind of more like a bite-sized kind of chunk of like, here you go, here's some music, which I enjoy as well. Like, they can do both. What I love about this is that from all the Pink Floyd fans that I've gotten to know through my Patreon and through my YouTube, you are the people they are talking to in this, because none of you are another brick in the wall. You're all these amazing, creative, unusual people who have found Pink Floyd, and that music speaks to you in a way that normality doesn't. And I love that. I love that this is like your anthem. Like, yeah, I'm not going to be a brick in the wall. It's incredible. And I love how the backing singers are doing the vocals here for the choir. So the choir was Islington Primary School, which is not far away from where I grew up. I grew up just outside of London, a couple of years after this was made. And so they've got this kind of London accent, everything's kind of here, and they wanted the kids to sound like they were singing rather than teacher, leave them kids alone. It wouldn't have had the same effect if it was like that. So I like that they use just normal kids. Some of the singing's fractionally out of tune, but it sounds more like a football club chant, which is much more aggressive and powerful than like a school choir kind of sound. And so the backing singer ladies, who would normally sing in this beautiful style throughout the concert, here they're dropping into basically speech quality. So rather than tilting their larynx to sing, they're just relaxed in that position, and then they're just doing that. Teacher, leave them kids alone. So it's a kind of uglier sounds that you can make, but it's really clever that they're using that, because if they sang in their normal, very pretty voices here, wouldn't be right for this song. So I love that they're making that choice to work with this number. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I tried not to cut off a guitar solo, but there were two back to back. And they were both fantastic and played so differently. I love that. It was so good. I think that I wasn't expecting the David Gilmour solo here to move me like it does in the other songs, because this song isn't a kind of moving song. It's more of a call to arms. But it was still really powerful, as if there were lyrics coming out of the guitar, as usual. Like, amazing. It's fantastic. One of the stories that I love about this song is about the kids in Islington Primary School choir who weren't paid anything at the time, or there was like a £1,000 donation given to the school or something. But then in 1997, the rules changed around people who were on a recording being able to claim money for recorded performances of the song. So this song would have been played on the radio and the television ridiculous numbers of times because it's so famous. It was just everywhere. And this was well over a decade, well, a couple of decades after the song came out. And so they were able, through what's now called PPL, they were able to get the rights to their performance on the song and actually make some money. So it's not recorded how much money they have got. There's about 20 of them in the choir, and I think a couple of them chose not to pursue this line. But those who have said something like, it's more than £10, but less than hundreds of thousands. So somewhere in between. I was like, oh, that's okay. So that could be any amount. But it's great that they've been able to do that. And I think that's been the case for lots of other songs, particularly when they've had violinists and all sorts of things back when, it was like Cilla Black recording and they had a huge orchestra there. People have been able to claim money for their performance on that song, which is great because being a musician is hard. It's not easy to make money. And if you can make it through kind of that route from something you've already done, then I think that's 100% worth it. Because working in the music industry is not well paid. So if you would like to support me, you can do so by buying me a coffee or a tea, as I say, because I'm British and drink a lot of tea. The link is just here. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who already does this. It means so much to me and to my family. So thank you. Colour-wise in this one, it's a really solid kind of like a red colour. It's quite angry, like a fist. And there's this brilliant bass line in it that kind of creeps in. So the chorus, the bit with the school choir sound is like a big punch of red. The verses are a kind of a lighter colour. They're a bit more of an orange. And then the guitar solos, the first one was yellow and the second one was more of a kind of bluey kind of colour. It's the coolest light show to watch. And I love the lights at the very beginning of this. It was like searchlights, as if there were helicopters out searching for those kids that weren't conforming and had to become another brick in the wall. I was like, that's just, whoever does their lighting design for their shows is a flipping genius, because they've just nailed it. It's like a whole other aspect to the performance. Stunning. Helicopters back. Wow. So cool. I don't think I'm ever going to be unimpressed by Pink Floyd. Please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment. I love all your comments, so please keep them coming, and remember to have a colourful day.
Listen in